There comes a quiet moment in life when you realize something important. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not every comment needs a reply. Not every opinion needs your attention. And not every problem is yours to carry. Old age is not meant to be loud. It is meant to be lighter. Yet many people reach this stage of life still feeling bothered, still feeling disturbed, still feeling pulled into worries that drain their peace. Today, let's talk about how to learn to live unbothered in old age. Not careless, not disconnected, but calm, grounded, and free. For many years, you lived reacting to people, to responsibilities, to expectations. You had to. You raised families. You built careers. You showed up even when you were tired. You worried because it was necessary. But now, the rules are different. And yet the mind doesn't always realize that. One of the biggest problems in old age is not physical weakness. It's mental noise. Worrying about what others think, replaying old conversations, feeling disturbed by small things, carrying emotional weight that no longer serves you. Someone speaks carelessly. You think about it all day. Someone disagrees with you. You feel unsettled. The world feels louder than it should. This is not because you are sensitive. It's because no one taught you how to let go properly. Being unbothered is not about ignoring life. It's about choosing what deserves your energy. And after a certain age, energy becomes precious. You don't waste it on noise. You invest it in peace. Let's start with the first truth. Not everything needs your opinion. For years, people expected you to speak, to correct, to guide, to explain. Now, silence is power. When you stop explaining yourself, you stop inviting disturbance. You don't need to convince anyone of your choices. Your life no longer requires approval. When someone misunderstands you and you feel the urge to clarify, pause. Ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow? Will this change anything important? Most of the time, the answer is no. And that's where peace begins. The second problem many people face in old age is emotional attachment to outcomes. You care deeply about how things should be, how family members should behave, how society should function, how people should respect you. But reality rarely follows expectations. Living unbothered means learning this gentle rule. Care deeply, but hold lightly. Love your family, but release control. Offer advice, but let go of results. You are not responsible for how others live their lives. Trying to manage other people's choices is one of the fastest ways to lose peace. Another hidden source of disturbance is comparison. You may not say it out loud, but the mind notices. How come others are healthier? Why do they seem happier? Why is their life easier? Comparison does not disappear with age. It simply becomes quieter and more dangerous because it steals contentment. Here's the truth. Everyone is dealing with something you cannot see. And your life does not need to look like anyone else's to be meaningful. The moment you stop measuring your life against someone else's timeline, you feel lighter. Now let's talk about something practical. Daily irritations, small things, noise, crowds, technology, rudeness, waiting. These things didn't bother you as much when you were younger, but now tolerance is lower, and that's okay. The solution is not forcing patience. The solution is designing your life differently. You don't have to go where you feel stressed. You don't have to stay in conversations that drain you. You don't have to keep habits that no longer suit you. Living unbothered means arranging your days around calm, not chaos. Choose slower mornings. Choose fewer commitments. Choose comfort over proving something. This is wisdom, not withdrawal. Another major source of disturbance is the past. Regrets, missed chances, old mistakes. The mind visits them when things get quiet. But here's a powerful realization. You did the best you could with the awareness you had at that time. Judging your past self with today's understanding is unfair. Living unbothered means making peace with your story, Not rewriting it, not fixing it, but accepting it. Your past shaped you. It does not define you anymore. Now let's talk about boundaries. In old age, boundaries are not selfish. They are necessary. You don't owe constant availability. You don't owe endless explanations. You don't owe access to your emotional space. It is okay to say, I don't want to discuss this. I need rest. I'll think about it. People who respect you will understand. People who don't were benefiting from your lack of boundaries anyway. Living unbothered requires courage at first, but it brings peace quickly. Here is a simple daily practice. Each morning ask yourself, what truly matters today? Not everything, just one or two things. Then ask, what can I ignore without guilt? Because ignoring the unnecessary is not avoidance. It is intelligence. Let's talk about emotional reactions. Being unbothered does not mean you stop feeling things. It does not mean you become cold, distant, or disconnected from life. It simply means you no longer live inside every emotion that passes through you. Emotions are natural. They rise, they fall, and they change. But suffering begins when we cling to them, replay them, or let them control our behavior. After many years of life experience, you may notice something important. Most emotional reactions are temporary, but the consequences of reacting impulsively can last much longer. When something upsets you, a comment, a memory, a misunderstanding, the old habit is to respond immediately, to defend, to explain, to react. But now you have another option. Pause. Give yourself a moment of stillness. Take a slow breath. Let your body settle before your mind speaks. This pause is powerful. It creates space between the emotion and your response. When you delay your reaction, something interesting happens. The emotion begins to soften. Its sharp edges fade. What felt overwhelming a few moments ago often feels manageable later. Time reveals what truly matters and what does not. Many worries lose their urgency when given a little distance. Many conflicts resolve themselves when not fed by immediate reaction. And many things that once seemed personal are revealed to be unimportant. You don't need to react instantly to everything anymore. Life is no longer a race. Time is your ally now. It gives you clarity. It protects your peace. And it allows you to respond with wisdom instead of emotion. Learning to pause is not weakness. It is emotional strength. And with practice, it becomes one of the greatest gifts you give yourself in this stage of life. As you grow older, your greatest wealth becomes inner quiet. Not money, not possessions. Peace. And peace comes from subtraction, not addition. Less noise, less explanation, less emotional clutter, more acceptance, more rest, more presence. Here is the final truth. Living unbothered is a skill, and it can be learned at any age. It starts the moment you decide that your peace matters more than being right, more than pleasing others, more than carrying what is not yours. You have earned this phase of life. Let it be gentle. If this message brought you calm or clarity, take a moment to like this video. It helps others find it too. If you want more reflections on peace, aging, and living wisely, subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments, what bothers you less now than it did before? Thank you for being here. And remember, a peaceful mind is one of the greatest freedoms of old age.